Very good evening all. Welcome you all to the Gujarat Toastmasters Club meeting number 402. This is Toastmaster Sunil, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. How are you all? Hope everybody is ready for share and grow. Yes? Toastmasters International has 4 values: respect, integrity, service, and excellence. Before we proceed the meeting, kindly note that to respect the sentiments of the region, we don't talk about taboo topics. That is religion, sex, and politics. I also like to request that all of you mute your mic throughout the meeting unless you are invited to make a speech. If your camera is on, please refrain from unnecessary movement which could be distraction to the speaker or anyone else in the room. This meeting is recorded and will be made available on the social media by our most energetic VPPR. And washrooms, each one of you know where they are, shouldn't be any problems there. With that, I would like to call up the president of Gujarat Toastmasters Club, young, energetic, and very enthusiastic, the man who works day in and day out. This is none other than Toastmaster Mahindran Tamilmani. Please help me to welcome Toastmaster Mahindran. Over to you, Toastmaster Mahindran.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil, Sergeant at Arms, for an energetic open of today's meeting.
Thank you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Welcome to Gujarat Toastmasters Club 402 meeting. President message. We have business announcement. First, we recognize our one of Toastmaster who complete level 1 speech from presentation mastery. Presentation. Toastmaster Hussain, please put a hands together and support Toastmaster Hussain. Thank you. The second one is our ICDC. Is coming on 27th November. I would request to join. Is a only platform that can get a chance this year, because every year you have to travel to Dubai, and this time you are able to view through online. So it's the luckiest year, I would say. So please join and support our team. FTC, from our FTC, Toastmaster Hussain Khan is doing an opening speech. Toastmaster Swaminathan is doing a rebuttal, and Toastmaster Ramakrishnan is doing a closing speech. And our Toastmaster Sunil is a supporter to the entire team. I congratulate all once again for a success. We have, as I announced last year, we have an international speech contest, club level, end of December. So there are some changes in area level. So we are preponed our schedule on end of December. I'll give you exact date on next meeting. Please come forward and give your names to our VP education. We have international speech contest, evaluation, and table topics. Please do come forward and give your name to our VP education. With that, we move forward. As a president, I call to order today's 402 meeting is on. Before getting into our today's meeting, I would like to call our Toastmaster Hussain to read out our previous minutes of meeting. Toastmaster Hussain, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Sir, may I please have access to share? Oh, I've got to that. Thank you. Good evening. I present to you minutes of meeting number 401. It was held on November 3rd and had an attendance of 19. In the presidential address, the following announcements were made regarding the judges training as well as the educational session on international speech. It was a delight. If someone hasn't tuned in, there is a video up there on YouTube. You can check in on our group. It was a very wonderful and educative session. Following that, it was told that the International Speech Contest is to be conducted in January, which seems to have been preponed now to the end of December. And the members were also encouraged to schedule their speeches with the VP Education. Following that, we had the theme of the day, Think Different, led by the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mahendran, who brought it to life with lots of stories and anecdotes. This was followed by Toastmaster Rashmi, who gave us the word of the day, agile, which means to have the ability to move with quick, easy grace. Some synonyms would be graceful, deft, etc. In the project speeches, we had 3 speeches by Toastmaster Sudhakar, Toastmaster Samira, and Toastmaster Kusain, respectively. Following that, we have the table topic session in which DTM Surya spun his own twist to the table topic session and brought the meeting to life by paying homage to the theme, Think Different. Following that, we had the evaluation session in which the project speeches were evaluated by Toastmaster Patabi, DTM Pradeep, and Toastmaster Arivargan. Subsequently, we had stupendously amazing and comprehensive reports by DTM Suji for the grammarian and accountant's role, and by Toastmaster Pavanish for the general evaluation. Finally, we had awards in which DTM Pradeep was tied with Toastmaster Aryavargan as the best evaluator. The best role player was DTM Surya, the best table topic speaker was Toastmaster Rashmi, and the best project speaker was Toastmaster Kusain. In case of any queries or if you wish to follow FTC on any social media platforms, the following ones are here, and here is the end. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kusain, for a wonderful readout of previous minutes of meeting. Thank you once again. Moving forward, nothing exists save wealth that can change man of naught to worthy man. Besides wealth, there is nothing that can change people of no importance into those of importance. How to save wealth? Let's get knowledge from our veteran Toastmaster. He is a chartered accountant by profession, mentors of few, is none other than DTM Pradeep Marmantrala. Dear Toastmasters, put your hands together to invite DTM Pradeep on the screen, please. DTM Pradeep, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, President of Fujara Toastmasters Club, for your wonderful introduction. Before start our meeting, let us see our guests who are all sitting here. Introduction of guest introduction. I am seeing Mr. Anil Roy. Mr. Anil Roy,
Yes, I am here.
would you like to introduce how you came to know and where are you working, all these things with our Toastmasters?
Yeah. No, I joined the port of Fujairah recently as IT manager, and I came to know about the Toastmasters Club only recently through Mr. Pradeep Kumar, and I thought of attending the meeting today. So nice to see you all. Hope we will have a good time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to Fujara Toastmasters Club, Mr. Anil Roy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any more guests are there, President?
Madam Linda Joseph is there?
Yes, Madam Linda Joseph.
Yes, I've been introducing myself every time. I'm Linda Joseph. Yes, I work in the R International Private School Limited. I'm the head of the department for math. I've been in UAE since 2000. Have visited Toastmasters Club couple of times like a guest, but my schedules used to be very busy. I couldn't catch up with the evening sessions because evenings was although school is half a day work, most of the teachers and educators carry homework. So any one have educators at home will know better that most of the paperwork is done at home. So evenings are busy with our schoolwork again. I have a family. Children were here. They passed out from school and went to Trichy for their engineering. And then my daughter completed her MBA in Hyderabad ISB and got married last Jan. Both are employed, and that's it. My husband is here. He was here in different companies. He was in Coca-Cola and KDD before. And now he has started a new business in Africa. So he commutes to Africa and comes back to UAE at times. So that's my story. Thank you.
Welcome, Madam Linda Joseph to Fujairah
Yeah.
Toastmasters Club.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to announce small changes in the agenda. Kindly note that today's word master is going to do by Toastmaster Pattabhiraman. So the word master will be Toastmaster Pattabhiraman, and the evaluator of speaker 3, that is Toastmaster Firdaus speech, will be going to evaluate by Toastmaster Mahendran, right? Toastmaster Mahendran is going to evaluate Toastmaster Firdaus speech. Yes. With this, we will jump into our theme of the day, theme of our meeting, I can say. Share and grow. Very interesting topic. When I ask the opinion of few Toastmasters, they have given their different opinions. Anyone can read out or tell us what is share and grow in your opinion here, one or two Toastmasters?
The more we share, the more we grow.
Very good, nice, thank you.
Share
Mahar
the knowledge
Muhammad.
and
Toastmaster Mahar Muhammad.
grow.
Yeah. Toastmaster Mahar Muhammad.
Share to the society and help it to grow more.
Yes.
Yes.
And wisdom and knowledge, if we share, we can we will grow together. And I like if DTM Pradeep Kumarji share his money with me, I can grow easily.
Super. Thank you, Toastmaster Kanti, for your expectations. I must please pray to the God. I shall share my money to you. That much heights I need to grow. First of all.
The more you share, you get an opportunity to learn a lot. It's
Exactly.
always good to keep your plate empty so that you can get new things, and
Exactly.
you will never be bored in your life.
Yes. Thank you all for sharing your thoughts with me. But in my opinion, which is there in my mind, I'm just taking some 2-3 minutes extra, even though it is read, because the guest introduction, all these things we have taken out. In my opinion, when Toastmaster Hari Pratap, our Vice President Education, asked me to take up the role of TMOD and asked the theme of the meeting, I said casually share and grow. Why it is that, in my opinion, the share and grow means, if you share, you can able to see the growthness of others. When you able to see the growthness of others, then there is some kind of one scheme today I'm going to introduce, that is self-happiness scheme. When the self-happiness scheme will happening, only when you share, and the person who receives your share of knowledge, money, whatever it is, he will grow. The growthness of the other person, when you see, then automatically your self-happiness will come up. We may feel sometimes if we are having so many crores of money, we will get the happiness. But we don't have any peace of mind. If we have so many crores, we have to think where to invest, where to keep, what is happening to our money, all these things. So like that, if you share your knowledge, if other person is growing, then you don't need to worry. Just to see his growth in his career, wherever it is, then that will be a different happiness which will come into our life. To reach to that level, we have to make habituate to share. We have to feel that if you ask somebody the habits of the person, they will say playing cricket, playing badminton, running, all these things. Nobody will say that I am having a habit of sharing. If you make the habit of sharing, automatically your happiness will come into your heart. This is the habit which we have to make it out. Like how we have to make the habit of savings, habit of the habit of running every day morning for our healthiness. For happiness, what we are doing, we have to share more without any expecting from others. That is the most important thing. If you expect something from others, means nothing will be there. At the end of the day, both will be equalized. So there won't be any happiness. Without happiness, you share it and make it as a habitual. I will share one or two experiences in my life. During my childhood, my grandfather was an astrologer. I never seen he is asking a money from the people. I never seen. If somebody is offering money, he will not say no. Whatever they are offering, I have seen some people are paying some 1 rupee. What you will get from 1 rupee? Nothing will get it. 1 rupee. After he is doing lot of things for them, like he will do the plan for their houses, all these things. These are the things which somebody outsiders will do it. They will charge 1,000 rupees, 15,000, 1,500, depends upon the person's ability to pay. But he never asked the money. Then I asked one day, we call it as Tataya in Telugu, grandfather. So Tataya, why you are not taking money? Why you are not asking money? Not taking, why are you not asking money? He will always say that whenever we share our things, we never expect anything from the others. That is the knowledge which you have to build up in our mind. So the day onwards, I am keeping a challenge how to share the things which I know with free of cost. So I took up the challenges like some of the people in my friends itself who are not passing the exams. I will sit with them, and when they are alone only, I will go. In front of the friends, if I ask, they will feel ashamed and they will slap me also sometimes. So that is the reason which I go alone. I will tell them, you just come to my home. I will take up a challenge. Why you don't pass the exam? Just come only 10 days before the exam. Don't come 1 or 2 months. Just come 10 days before the exam. I will try to pass with from the exam. So whatever challenges which I took up in the knowledge, also sharing the knowledge and passing the people, those are all passed. Some people have joined as a police today. Some person is working in some other organizations. These are the people who are unable to pass their exams. Exactly last year, final year, when they are studying graduation in the final year, they could not complete their graduation first year, second year, final year. So final year, I took up the challenge and I passed. I gave my knowledge and tips and tricks, whatever it is, to pass from their examinations. This is the how I always take up a challenge. If somebody approaches me, can you tell me anything and all. In the due course of the meeting, we will see some of the great things which are available within the Toastmasters. What are all those things? Since now it is red and I am exceeding too much today. Now we will go into our next session. Time is most valuable thing. Today we have a very experienced, around 21 years of experience in supply chain professional. By academically, he is a BBA graduate and diploma. He did a diploma in materials management. When I asked his hobbies, he said he plays cricket and listening songs. And recently he joined in Fujira Toastmasters Club, and he is going to represent our ICDC debate contest on behalf of Fujira Toastmasters Club. When I asked him what is what is your aim to join in Toastmasters, he said that to improve on his concise communication skill. Now I am going to welcome our timer of today's meeting, Toastmaster Swaminathan. Toastmaster Swaminathan, kindly introduce the timer's role. Please give him a big round of applause.
So my role as a timer is to ensure that everyone speaks within the given allotted timeline. And I will start providing my card as green, yellow, and red by the time when the when the allotted times is being moved on. For example, if I have to tell you about the project speaks, we talk about the 4 to 6 minutes the project speech timeline. So I will start putting my card as a green when the time starts at 4, and then it becomes yellow at 5, and it becomes red at 6. And we have a grace period of 30 seconds for all the contestants, whoever has been participating. So that's all about my role as of now. Over to you, Tiamuri.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Swaminathan, for explaining the timer role. Now we will move on to next session. How many of you all get inspired when you listen to someone? How many of you all get inspired just seeing the status and Facebook wall? Very few. So now this is the person, you just follow his Facebook and WhatsApp status. You yourself get inspired. He is doing everyday new things. Why I can't do it? Every day will be a new thing. He will come up with a unique thing. Today, if you are trying to do mandala art, tomorrow he will come up with a new thing. Tomorrow, if you want to start hiking the mountains, so tomorrow he will come up with a new thing. So every day he is going to do a new thing. But when you see his profession, he is a QC professional in Fujara Oil Zone. Fujara Oil industry. And luckily we have that person in our Toastmasters Club, Fujara Toastmasters Club. He is none other than Toastmaster Arivalgan. Toastmaster Arivalgan is going to do a grammarian role today. Welcome, Toastmaster Arivalgan. Please explain the grammarian role.
Thank you, TM Modi. And good evening to all the Toastmasters and our distinguished guest. As a grammarian, I will be listening carefully to improve my listening skill also, and see how you are utilizing the English knowledge and what are the words like important quotes and anecdotes you are using. That also I will be making note of that, and whatever observations, any improvement point is there, then I will be coming at the end and then I will be presenting to that for your improvement. Thank you so much, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arivalgan, for explaining grammarian and R counter also you are doing, right?
Yes.
Did you explain R counter role?
As a grammarian and R counter, I will be doing the counting of how many filler words you are using, because the filler words will come when the thought process is more and we are not running out of words. So there should be a constant communication between your mind and your tongue. So keep practicing and then keep talking slowly, so that there will not be any filler words. So I will be making note of the filler words also, and then I will be presenting at the end. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Arivalgan. Now we are moving on to our very important session and very, I can say, interesting session. That is none other than our project speech session. When I asked this Toastmaster about the theme of the meeting, she said, sorry?
Wordmaster?
Wordmaster missed out?
Oh,
yes. Yeah, sorry. Now we will go on to the Wordmaster role. I'm very sorry. You see the uniqueness of this person. The moment he joined in the meeting, he has accepted the role. He himself, he doesn't know what is the role he is going to perform. So that is the level of confidence this person is having. When you are having more confidence, you can do it. Whether it is right or wrong, you can attempt it first of all. The moment you step back, that is the moment which you are lacking your confidence. Nobody is a best preparator in this world unless until you don't perform. If you perform it, then only you will see your perfectionism on a particular task. So this is the area which we wanted to experiment. So the moment he entered the meeting, he has accepted the role, and he is our Vice President membership of Fujara Toastmasters Club, and he joined 1 year back and actively attending all the meetings, all the sessions, and actively, energetically, he motivates the people back behind the screen. and he is a QC manager of Fujairah Oil Industry. He is none other than our word master, Toastmaster Pattabhiraman. Toastmaster Pattabhiraman, please introduce the new word.
Good evening. Thank you very much, TM Modi, for the great introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and distinguished Toastmasters. Today, as the word master, I am going to introduce a new word. This is just to improve the vocabulary of all the members. So this is not a new word for you because this is already been shared by our VPPR in the daily WhatsApp. So I'm doubtful how many of you reading through these messages, which has been diligently posted by our VPPR. So this you can call it as a test session, whether people are reading it or not. So even though there were some examples quoted by Reshmi Nair on that particular day, I'm going to introduce this new word, cognizant. So it is an adjective. So the meaning is having knowledge or awareness, knowledgeable of something, especially through personal experience. So this is the meaning. The synonyms are aware, conscious, apprised, abreast, and mindful. So one of the examples is we must remain humble and cognizant of the fact that we must evolve. So this is an example I have given you just now. So I want some of the Toastmasters here to try. Who is a volunteer to come forward to give an example using this word? Any volunteers?
Yes, DTM Surya ji.
DTM Suryaji,
Yep.
want to give a try?
Thank you, Wordmaster, for the opportunity. I just wanted to say that I will have to be a very cognizant Toastmaster, having assumed this responsibility of general evaluator.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Great. There is a practical live example he has given. So I want each one of you to use this word, even though we are all familiar with this word, but many of us not using it, more often. So this is an opportunity for all of you to use this word in this forum. So I will make a note of how many of you use how many times. So at the end we will announce the prize. Whoever is using the most out of this word. So I will make a note of how many times you've been using this word through this session and give you a feedback at the end. Over to you, TM Modi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pattabhiraman, for releasing the word cognizant. I must say you are a cognizant Toastmaster today by accepting the role of word master immediately. So now we will move on to our project speech session. This Toastmaster, when I asked about the opinion of the theme of the meeting, she said, that is the unique power, share and grow. That is the unique power of knowledge one possesses according to me. The only thing that doubles or even multiples only is knowledge in this world. As we start sharing knowledge unknowingly, we are becoming master in that particular area, and the new origin is open to our learning continues and becoming more knowledgeable. By profession, she is a BTech Electronics and Communication Engineer. She had an experience of 11 years in QA and QC. Now she is a housewife and a mother of 2 kids. She wanted to become a good communicator and need to improve her leadership qualities, and she needs a sound networking and community to feel free to deliver her ideas, and she believed that Toastmasters suits for her character. She is none other than Toastmaster Reshmi Sujata Nair. She is going to deliver her level 1 P2 evaluation and feedback, and the speech title is Let's Make Ourselves Uncomfortable. Let's make ourselves uncomfortable, Toastmaster Reshmi Sujata Nair. And the evaluator of her speech is Toastmaster Sunir. Toastmaster Sunir, I request you to read out the objectives of her speech.
All and yes, Swaminathan.
I would just request you to, sorry to interrupt in this session. I just wanted to inform all the contestants to pin my video so that you will be able to see the timing between green, yellow, and red. Thanks, Sunil. You can continue.
And good evening all. Special good evening to Toastmaster Rashmi.
Yes.
The purpose of your project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. Your speech title, let us make ourselves uncomfortable. Speech length 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Rashmi. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Am I audible?
Yes, over to you,
Am I-
Toastmaster Rashmi. Yes, you are
Thank
audible.
you. And my video is also clear, right?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, warm good evening to all. How many of us prefer discomfort over comfort? How many of us prefer that feeling of butterflies in our stomach that may quickly manifest into anxiety to that feeling of confidence when we are in our comfort zone? Naturally, we all want that confidence that comes with staying in our own comfort zone. And in my experience, however, I have found that it is only when we step out of this comfort zone to battle with this pesky stomach butterflies do we grow, be in our personal or professional lives. Here are two ways stepping out of comfort zones that helps us to grow. Number one is it challenges us to continue improving our skills. For instance, we can keep on challenging us to achieve the goal by learning a new skill. Don't misunderstand, you should not challenge ourselves for each and everything that comes in front of us. Instead of making improvement, that may make our life miserable too. Of course, we all have many blessings and valuable moments in our life too. Only thing, we have to strain some time only dedicated for this theory that we can say quality hours or time. It can be in a day, certain days in a month, or certain weeks in a year. It's purely independent. But make sure we shall not be distracted in this handful of time. Let me share my experience while I prepare for my ASQ examination. At the beginning, I only focus for a course certificate. But when time passes, a CV without a valuable certification in my domain distracts me, as my profession is in electronics background. With a new certificate, it distracts me. It distracts me too much. And without my knowledge, it challenges me. As usual, I failed my first attempt, but then it came as a matter of prestige too. And I found certain quality hours in the weekends by cut shorting my shopping time, get-togetherness, and finally I made it within 3 months. Second thing is, we ourselves shall be taken the core advices which strikes as a part of our life. Little confusing, right? At the beginning of my career, I was just flowing along with the waves, we can say. All the procedures are there in the system. Only I need to verify those. Just a clerical type of job from the words of our CEO that time. And that life is too easy to live inside the comfort zone. One day, our GM, he caught me. He told, you are the 451st employee of this company. That itself the facility we have working here. And also one among the many engineers working and work here. I am, that is he was, the employee from the beginning. And he told, I don't even remember even the person left just before you. And it is your choice to be among those or get out of this traditional box. It strikes me. I become cognizant. That type of advice or warning is news to me. And it distracts me whenever I saw him after that. And it is that advice or warning results in the first non-conformance result report came from our department along with my colleague with the guidance of our boss, and we never forget that evening. Now I am not working, but still he finds time to call me, and I consider that as a reward. A new book shall make us discomfort with its non-folded papers. We must squeeze them, leave our comments if we have. That is a productive way of reading, many says. Also, there is a great lesson behind that. The books allows us or give us solutions by transferring its knowledge only when we spend quality hours with them. In this era of Kindle also, it is much possible by alarming us with the Google calendars and marking digital notes. This is only meant for the person who are lazy in reading or always need a kick to start like me, not meant about voracious or avid readers. Behind the scenes, many writers and scientists have told about this uncomfortness they might felt that results in the best finished works or successful theorems or findings. That practice they may use by their own constant work or inborn, but 99% we can achieve with our own willpower, as expert says. Nature itself gives us numerous examples. Take the example of atomic physics that we learn its basics in our secondary level. In a semiconductor, there is a 50-50 opportunity for electrons to jump into the conduction band from the valence band by leaving the forbidden energy gap. It is that element's choice to make it a beautiful compound. This version is purely mine to make an example. In short, creating discomfortness for a productive output results in accomplishing tasks more effective, boosting memory, and meeting deadlines. So let's make ourselves discomfort, be stubborn in achieving our goals. Let's always cognizant, set free all these butterflies so together we can fly with them to the world of productivity and growth. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reshmi, for delivering your speech. Now you are full comfortable, right? Okay, let us move on to the next project speech. This speaker, when I asked her his opinion about the theme of the meeting, he said, the more we share, the more we grow. By profession, he is a project manager working in Fujairah Oil Industry Zone. He studied BE in Civil Engineer and also MBA Finance and HR. His hobbies are listening to music, singing, traveling with family, and he is having a 25 years of vast experience, which includes 16 years in UAE. He is the person which I saw in our Fujairah Toastmasters Club open house meeting last year. He was very shyful that time and he was unable to speak even for the 20 seconds on the stage. But now, if you see after 1 year, he completed his level 1 and he completed his level 2 also. Now he is going to deliver his speech in level 3. He took up the path, inspire your audience. He is none other than our Toastmaster Sudhakar Kunisetti. He is the treasurer of our club, Fujairah Toastmasters Club. He is going to deliver his level project 3 in level 3, inspire your audience. And the speech title is Life is Beautiful. Life is Beautiful. And the evaluator of his speech is Toastmaster Hussain Khan. I request Toastmaster Hussain Khan to read out the objectives of his speech.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone, and a special good evening to you, Toastmaster Sudhakar. For your speech, the purpose is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires the audience. I wish you all the best, and over to you, DTM Pradeep.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Hussain Khan. Over to you, and all the best, Toastmaster Sudhakar.
Just when the caterpillar thought that life is over, a beautiful butterfly comes out. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, a warm good evening to you all. 8 months ago, I read a beautiful story and I would like to share with you all today as a part of my project. There was a young gentleman who wants to become a movie director. He prepared his script and waited for the movie to be released. Before the movie was released, he made an announcement. The movie ticket would be costing double the normal price of a movie. People were surprised. Why? Why double the price? People did not take it seriously. After a couple of days, he announced one more statement. The movie will be only for a short duration and it is 8 minutes. People started getting interest. Why an 8-minute movie shall cost us double the amount of money? So the curiosity levels have risen. And once the online booking has been released, in 2 hours, all the tickets have been sold. After that, he released one more statement. And the statement is, the movie will be shown only once. There will be no repeat telecast. So the curiosity levels have been increasingly going on. Finally, the day of the movie announced, the release of the movie has been announced. People started discussing about the movie, and finally they settled in the theater on the day of the movie. Still, people are discussing only about the movie. Suddenly, the countdown started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the movie started. There was a white screen and nothing else. There was silence all over the theater. It is absolutely pin drop silence. By the time people realized the first 2 minutes have passed, nobody wants to take any chance to miss any point of the movie because it's only for 8 minutes. The 3rd minute started. Still there is nothing apart from the white screen what they are seeing. People started moving, and just when they started moving, there was a small disturbance, a noise. They thought that it is from the movie. Again, a pitch silence. The 4th minute passed, the 5th minute passed, and people are getting annoyed now. And one corner, there is a person like me who raises his voice, "What is happening?" Slowly, that one single statement has picked up momentum, and rest of his fellow personnel who is watching the movie started joining him and making more noise. The noise is becoming more and more, but there is nothing on the screen except for a white screen. By the time the 6th minute came, the people are in a mood to break whatever they see. Out of frustration, they paid double the money and they can't see anything, they can't hear anything. And then an announcement was made. And the announcement goes like this. Ladies and gentlemen, the screen what you are seeing now, that is what my friend is seeing every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, and every year. From the past 3 years, he is seeing the same thing. He met with an accident, and unfortunately, his 2 hands were not working, his 2 legs were not working, all the parts in his body have been damaged. The only fortunate thing was his eyes can see, and all he can see is the roof of the room in which he was lying. For the past 5 to 6 minutes, your people are so desperate. You are getting frustrated for 6 minutes. Imagine the position of my friend. For the past 3 years, he is same like that. We have a beautiful life in our hand. We can do anything what you want. We can run, we can swim, we can play, we can do anything in our world. You go to office, you have friends, you have relatives, you go to parks. There are lots of things you can do. Please do not complain about life. Life is beautiful. Remember, when a caterpillar, just before a caterpillar has finished its world, a beautiful butterfly appears. Fellow Toastmasters, from the day I read this story, I stopped complaining myself. I deleted the word boring from my dictionary completely. That's all for today. Thank you all. Over to TMOD.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhakar, for inspiring us. Now we will move on to the next project speech. First time when I spoke to her, I feel like I have to be more update when I talk to someone. When she asking the questions, she is also one part. I can say proudly that I myself keep updating with the questions she asked to me, or the things which she comes to me, because I am the mentor for her. I have to be get updated when I wanted to share something to her. She makes me like I have to be a perfect mentor to her. When I asked the opinion of the theme of the day, theme of the meeting, she said she feels sharing is a form of compassion and a great quality. We only grow with this, and the best example is when we share our happiness with our family and friends, it multiplies many-fold for us. By profession, she is a dentist. She worked in Fatima Medical Center as a dentist. Now she is a housewife. She is going to deliver her level 2 P3 Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring, and the speech title is Inspire. Speech title is Inspire. She is none other than Toastmaster Dr. Firdaus, and her speech is going to be evaluated by our President Toastmaster Mahendran. I request Toastmaster Mahendran to read out the objectives of her speech.
Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters. Special good evening to the project speaker, Toastmaster Firdaus.
Good evening.
The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envision mentoring, and the member to share some aspects of previous experience as a protege. All the best, Toastmaster Firdaus. The stage is yours.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ditiyam Pradeep.
Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster Firdaus.
Thank you. So how many of you are cognizant of Michelangelo? Anybody? You all can hear me, right? Okay. Michelangelo was the best documented artist of the 16th century. He was a painter, sculptor, architect, and a poet. And there's a very interesting thing I read about Michelangelo. You know, whenever he approached the art of sculpting, he had a humble conviction that a beautiful and a unique piece already exists in the stone, and his job was only to release it. Similarly, the best mentors approach mentoring the same way. They help their mentee to express and define their inner calling and help them to rise to excellence. A very good evening to all of you, and it's my absolute privilege today to be evaluated by our president, Toastmaster Mahendran. A very warm welcome to you. So we all have had mentors in our life at some point or the other. Mentorship, by definition, it's a relationship between two individuals, where an individual with knowledge, experience, and expertise will pass that along to the junior individual in a certain field. And Toastmasters envisions mentoring pretty much the same way. And mentors are like that special ingredient for the recipe of success. They motivate us at our lowest point and they give the right advice at the right time. Now, to tell you about my experience as a mentee, to begin with, by default, my default mentors were my parents. They instilled at a very young age that be good and the good will come back to you. And whatever principles and values they gave their children, I continue to imbibe them in my heart. And I'm so grateful to God for them. And as I moved along my path, I met my obligatory mentors, and those were my teachers. Some were average, some were good, and some were so exemplary that they left a lasting impression on my life. And today, I'm going to share my experience with one such mentor. I was very weak in mathematics in my academics, and I used to never finish my exam paper on time. And I was like always dreading about this subject. And in second year, we have a second year pre-university college, we have the board exams, and that's the deciding year for the future career. And on the first day of my second year pre-university college, there was an entry of my maths teacher, Miss Prabila. She said, "Hello students, how are you all? Okay, let's not waste time. Open chapter number 1." And she turned towards the blackboard. And from that day onwards, she continued to turn towards the blackboard, and she used to face us only while she was taking attendance. It used to be like I'm sitting in a Greek language class, and everything used to go over my head. Oh, it was appalling, and I thought I'm going to fail in my exams. After 6 months, one of my friends introduced me to a maths tutor. Enter Sir Krishnamurti, an avatar of Krishna, savior sent from heaven. He was a 68-year-old man, tall, with graying hair, wearing black-rimmed glasses, and a warm, dentured smile. He was like a grandfather having a rich experience about life. He made me develop a keen interest in mathematics. And my belief that I was hopeless in mathematics was not true. He guided me, encouraged me, and he helped me. And eventually I became so confident in mathematics that I started helping the other students who were still suffering with Miss Pramila. Krishnamurti sir was not only a great mentor, but a great human. He taught me that we should have compassion. We should have compassion with our own self, and we should not make even assumptions, even about our own self. Have courage to ask questions. Seek help with the right people and express yourself. You can and you will transform your life. He made a great positive influence on my life, and I'm so grateful for that. In my professional life, I met some excellent doctors who became good mentors. In my personal life, my greatest mentor is, of course, my best friend and my life partner, and that is my husband. And when I joined Toastmasters International in Fujairah, in FTC, the first person I contacted was DTM Pradeep. He was the then serving president. He extended a warm welcome, and he answered all queries and questions that I had about Toastmasters International. He's very encouraging when there are any kind of events or contests. And best of all, he gives constructive feedback for whatever work that I do. So thank you, DTM Pradeep, for your support in FTC. So what I want to tell you all today is that we all can be mentors, not only here in FTC, but in our regular day-to-day life. The truth is that we are experts in our own stories. So if you see someone crossing that bridge, help that person. After all, the greatest mentors inspire. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Firdaus, for wonderfully delivering your project.
Thank you.
Now we will see that where we are in this meeting. I request Toastmaster Swaminathan to read out the timer's report.
Thank you, TMOD. So let me start from the beginning. We started 9 minutes late for today's meeting. And TM Sunil took 1 minute and 30 seconds to do the introduction, mission statement, and then President's speech went up to 2 minutes and 43 seconds. And the MOM read by Hussain Khan took 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And DTM Pradeep Kumar have taken for 11 minutes and 45 seconds. And we know that it includes the introduction of the people, and then we have been doing a lot of things over there. And then timer introduction took 45 seconds, and then the word master of the day took 2 minutes and 47 seconds. And introduction of grammarian and R counter, Mr. Arivargan, took 1 minute and 2 seconds. Moving on to the project speech, Toastmaster Reshmi took 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Toastmaster Sudhakar took 6 minutes and 57 seconds. And Toastmaster Firdaus took 6 minutes and 18 seconds. As of now, we are running precisely 10 minutes late compared to our agenda. Back to you, TM Modi.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Swaminathan. Now we will go back to our theme of the meeting, share and grow. If you take the example of Toastmasters, so many areas are there to excel and become a cognizant in a particular area. When I gave the example of share and grow, in my opinion, can you share anything? Anyone can tell what is one of the areas in Toastmasters which we feel self-happiness?
It's always good to listen the experience and the knowledge which we gained from the DTMs and TMs who are available in the Toastmaster. Without those sharing, obviously the new members who are all joined like me in this Toastmaster will not able to leap forward into this benefits. Yeah. So obviously this sharing is very meaningful and very important for all the new joiners of the Toastmaster.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Swaminathan.
And in Toastmasters, we can do mistakes. Here, this is the best platform to do the mistakes and learn. So that makes it gives me happiness.
Okay, thank you. Just now, one of our speakers said about the mentoring. I always feel mentoring will give a self-happiness. When you mentor someone, when they're growing in their Toastmasters journey, for example, if you take one mentor, if I take an example of Toastmaster Firdaus, if she has an ability to participate in the contests, if the mentor has to give a right direction and right advice to participate in the contest, if she agrees and she participates in the contest, she reaches to the area level, from area to division level, from division to district level. Do you think that mentee herself will become the happiness? There was a proud moment for the mentor actually. The mentor will see the growth of the mentee. When you see, that is the reason that teachers are so happiness in this world. When their students are growing day by day, when they are reaching to the many heights, the teachers will feel so happy. That will not be exhibit to outside, but that happiness will be there in their the inside. So that is the reason, if you could do any activity selfless, expect anything from others. Like if you take up a challenge of mentoring a person, then you yourself feel the joy. As per the TMI guidelines, you have to do mentoring only for 6 months. Do you think that the person will do only 6 months mentoring? Not like that. When you start making habit of sharing your knowledge or sharing the things, you will do a lifetime coach. Always you can do so many things. Only thing, you need to make a habit of sharing. The next time when you say somebody is asking what are your habits, we add this one also, sharing my knowledge. Sharing my knowledge is my habit. Helping the people is also my habit. So these are the things which will add it. Then other person will start thinking why he is adding the sharing knowledge, why he is adding helping people. That is the habit which you need to make it. When you start sharing these things to others, then you will bind over. This is the reason behind so many people, they will ask us to, when any marriage is happening or anything, so many people, the people will ask us to attend, because the bride and bridegroom will bind together, at least to afraid of the society. When you share your habit, you will not go back. That's what I feel personally. So start mentoring and do get the happiness. So let us move on to the next session. Very much interesting session, and there is a chance to the guests also participate in this session. Is nothing but the table topic session. We are blessed to have today a person, I can say is a universal brother. Everyone call him brother, brother, brother. So this is the person who is going to perform the table topic master. He is current division K PR manager and immediate past area 46 director, and he is by profession he is an engineer and working in an instrumentation department of rock, gas and oil industry. Around 12 years of experience, I think. If anything wrong, please correct me. Is another than our Toastmaster Kanti Madanathan. Full energetic, full attendance in any meetings, whether he is a member or not. His hobby is attending Toastmaster meetings. Every day he will be there in one country's meeting. Today, luckily we got it in our Vijara Toastmasters club. Tomorrow he will be there in Poland club. Day after tomorrow he will be there in some other club. But every day his hobby is to attend Toastmasters meeting. Today we are blessed to have that person, Toastmaster Kanti Madanathan. The stage is yours. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Pradeep ji. Thank you so much for your motivational words and blessing words. And good evening, my lovable Toastmasters, Fujira Toastmasters and guests. How are you all today? Yeah, great. Thank you so much. And I, first of all, before starting my role, I request the host to allow me to share, so we can share and grow as per DTM Pradeep ji. Thank you. I think I'm waiting for the co-host role or sharing permission. Thank you so much. And today I am a table topic master. Table topic means topics on the table. So I have a few topics with me, and today I am inspired by our speaker, Toastmaster Sudhakar. So I will show the movie. It will be a short movie, only 10 minutes. So I will give the slide, not like a white screen, whatever he said. It will be a movie poster. So the speaker has to come forward and you have to talk about the movie, or you have to talk about the poster, not related to that one or not related to that one. However, you have to manage that to 2 minutes. It's a good opportunity, and our timer will help you. He will show 1 minute in the green, so you may go ahead, and amber he will show at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and he will show at 2 minutes. And he's a very nice person. He will give you extra 30 seconds also. And the next one, I would like to say that first I will call one seasoned Toastmaster for the first one. Then the rest I will give to the guest, and after that I will give to the non-role players. And if no one comes, I will start to talk myself. Okay, then I request you all to come forward. First, I would like to call one seasoned Toastmaster, non-role player also. Toastmaster Mahar, are you there? Hello, Toastmaster Mahar.
Yes, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Amazing, excellent. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, my request
Yes, Mr. Kanti, because it's breaking. Yeah.
Okay. I have problem also. I am not able to share screen. Yeah, my dear host, please give me. Otherwise, I have to show the white screen. Yeah, you are excellent. You are excellent. Okay, Toastmaster Mahar, this screen for you. Are you able to see?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Oh.
Excellent, na? It looks like DTM Surya, to DTM Surya. Over to you, Toastmaster Mahar.
Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters. Now, I watched this movie, Robot, and I will tell you that it was the worst movie I have ever seen. And I think the 30 dirhams ticket that I spent on this movie was the worst money that I spent in my life. It is never going to come back. I went into the movie knowing I will not like it, but I still went because my siblings wanted to watch it. And in life, sometimes we have to do things that we don't want to do. We do things that we see as a waste. But that day, I went with my siblings. We had popcorn. We talked amongst ourselves. And it was a nice day to spend with them. I didn't like the movie, but I liked the memories that came with watching that movie. I liked the pictures we took in the cinema hall. I liked the games we played of throwing popcorn on each other. I enjoyed that. So in life, we may sometimes be forced to do what we don't like to do, but we can always look on the bright side and find at least a slim in any situation. So if next time you are in a position where you have to do something you don't want, go into it and find anything good and remember that good. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahar. I'm really sorry to hear about that one, and I would like to withdraw my comment. It looks like it not looks like a DTM Surya. It looks like Kanti. Okay. Then now we will go to the guest, beautiful guest. Please switch on your cameras. So yeah, Ismail is smiling. Please come forward, Toastmaster Ismail. Our guest Ismail. Yeah, please unmute yourself, sir. How are you today?
Thank you, TM Kanti. I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I am great. Yeah, now we are ready to go, and you are going to watch a another one nice movie now. Yeah, it's a very lovable movie. Everyone likes that one, I'm sure. Is it clear, Mr. Ismail? Yes.
Yeah, so on mobile phone, but I think I can recognize this movie.
Yeah, I will enlarge for you. Yeah, now it's okay.
Yeah. Good enough.
You want more bigger? Okay.
No, I think that's good enough.
Okay. Yes, best wishes. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So this image, I think this reminds me of very like my childhood, probably one of the most iconic movies of our time. And I think I would say I really I remember that as a part of my childhood memory, since we this was probably one movie we went there as a family to watch there in the cinema screen. But I would say I later in my life I realized the message this movie had. This is about the sudden the sudden turns of the life and how things can play out eventually. More because of the real story of the Titanic. So I believe probably all of us know, this Titanic, when it was built, probably it was one of the largest, surely it was one of the largest vessels ever built at that point, and it was termed unsinkable ship. And the confidence was if you read the statement which was given by the captain just before going on the only and the final voyage of this ship, that this vessel is unsinkable, there can't be anything in life, and that they were so confident that they never had enough enough lifeboats at the in the vessel. But and this is, I think this is how unpredictable life is. This vessel, which was supposed to be unsinkable, which was named Titanic, it was lost in the first voyage. And I mean, more than movie, I think since I'm more on engineering side, I love that part, like how this single incident has changed all the safety laws, all the marine voyage, and like all the related regulations and all that. So this impact. So this is again very interesting part of childhood memory, and thank you for reminding that. So that would be it. That would be it I would like to say about this. Thank you so much.
Fantastic, Ismail ji. Excellent. Now, yeah, you gave the unstoppable story also. And now I would like to call our guest, Anil ji. Anil ji, please unmute yourself.
Hi.
Yes, please switch on your camera, please. Yeah, yes, sir. You look handsome. No need to hide yourself.
Okay.
Are you ready, sir? Yeah,
Oh,
shall I show the next movie?
okay.
Okay, yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3. Are you able to see, sir?
Yeah, I am able to see.
Yeah, if you want, I will zoom. Yeah, this is for you now. Excellent, sir. The stage is yours now. Please go ahead.
Okay. So I don't have much experience in the movie watching. So again, okay. Let me see next time. I will try to say something on.
No problem. I will show you for another one slide. So you are our guest. Buy one, get one free. And he got the second ticket now.
Okay.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay. Sir, you can talk not only about the movie. You can talk about anything. So no need to worry about if you didn't watch that movie. You can say about related to that one, and even you can say not related to that movie also. We all are ready to hear you.
Okay, fine. So I will say something about. So should I speak something about this one only, or can I talk anything?
Anything. You can talk about anything.
No problem. For 2 minutes, you can speak it.
Okay, fine. No, I am coming here in UAE for the first time. Earlier I had a visit to Oman. That was my first visit to the Gulf region. Earlier I was working in all my entire career in Kerala only. So this is my first Gulf experience, and it is initially after reaching here I find it little difficult. No, the climate situation and the food problems initially. So I am just getting used to it, and now family is also here. So I am, meeting new people, and it's a nice place now. I am feeling very comfortable in Fujairah. And today I had a discussion with Mr. Pradeep. So I thought of joining the meeting. So I'm very interested in listening to this session. So I will keep on attending it and keep participating more on this. That's what I can say now. It is a nice experience. First time I am attending this Toastmasters Club forum. So we'll try to participate more. I would like to participate more on this activity. See next time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experience. And now the final topic, I request Elisa Flores. Please unmute yourself and come forward, Elisa. Okay, she's silent. So I give this opportunity to anyone. Please raise your hands. Yeah, I am ready to take. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Toastmasters Firdaus. Yes, please unmute yourself, Dr. Firdaus.
Okay. Are you ready? So are you going to give me a new movie, or I can speak on Lion King? What do you
Yeah, I will give you the movie because they gave me the master role. Sorry to
No
other.
No problem.
Yes, ready?
I hope I know the movie.
Okay, welcome.
Okay,
Sure,
go ahead.
everyone knows this movie. The screen is yours.
Well, okay. Good evening, all of you. Well, I haven't seen this movie, but I'm very well aware of Tom and Jerry. This used to be my favorite cartoon in childhood, and it always used to, fill my childhood with beautiful memories of laughter and fun. And it used to not only me, but even my elder brothers used to sit and watch this cartoon, and it has filled us with, what do you say, so much of joy and happiness. And the mischief of Jerry that he always plays on Tom, and Tom always plays the mischief on Jerry. So it's a very good relationship what they shared, and they bring a lot of laughter and happiness to a lot of children across the world, I'm sure. And anything other than that, what I can say is that yeah, it was a very fond memory of my childhood. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Firdaus and Ismail ji and Anil ji and Toastmaster Mahar. And thanks for my lovable Fujira Toastmasters and guests for watching my movie. And over to our Toastmaster of the day, DTM Pradeep ji. The floor is yours, bro.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanti, to take us the movie during the COVID time, and that too at free of cost. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Kanti. Now we will go back to our theme of the meeting today, just for 2 minutes. There is one more area which is available to make the people, help the people in a better manner in our Toastmasters. Can anyone share which is the area?
Evaluation.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhakar. How many of you are recently attended the judges training? Very good.
I'm the only one.
How many of you are attended the judges training anytime, not only recently? Very nice. So, after attending this judges training, how many clubs have you served as a judge? Many. Okay, no problem. Toastmaster Sudhakar, recently only you attended, no? You may get the calls. You have to accept the calls. So this is the one of the area which I feel it is also like sharing your knowledge. Like when someone asks us this, this is the contest season in Toastmasters. The clubs will approach the people who have attended the judges training, because to become a judge for a contest, the judges training is a mandatory condition. So we have to attend the judges training, and we need to give and share the knowledge which we got it in the judges training to the club during the club contests in our club, own club, or other club, whatever it is. This is like a share and grow. If you can help them in giving a better results, best results, the respective contestant will reach to the new heights. Why I am saying is that if you are a qualified judge, you can choose a better contestant. Sometimes unexperienced people who have not attended the judges training, they will become the judges because of lack of the people who have qualified judges not accepting as a judge for the club contests. Most of the time we will say that we are busy, we are met with so many things and all. We are trying to avoid to become the judges because we have a afraid or some feeling that we may give a wrong results. No, this is a practice of learning. This is the Toastmasters is the practice of learning. If you see one or two contests, then you will become the experience. You will get the experience. The person who have judged and he has reached to the higher levels in the contest, you yourself feel happy. Oh, this is the person I have chosen. So my choice is right. I have done these things. So in this manner, you can feel happiness. So in our today's scheme, self happiness scheme, this is also one of the area which we can give our services to the other clubs. Not only judges training, whatever the service which is asked by the other clubs. Sometimes even our club itself need the judges from other clubs. So when we approach the other clubs, they are giving their free service to us. We have to offer our service to them also. So in this manner we have to do it. Now we will move on to our next interesting session, which is very valuable session, and we are all waiting to know the feedback. That is the evaluation which has told by the Toastmaster Sudhakar. This is another area which is helpful for the people without any expecting to get the constructive feedback from the experts of the experts in the Toastmasters. We are blessed today. We are blessed to have a CEO of a company, most experienced person in Toastmasters. He joined in Toastmasters 2011, and he became the mentor for many members. Not only members, he became the mentor for many clubs. And he always passionate about Toastmasters and learning. Even though he is the CEO of a company, Baker Tilly, is that company name is nothing but Baker Tilly. But he, because of his passion of towards the Toastmasters and learning, he without any fail, he attends all the meetings. He is the member of some 3-4 clubs, and his home club is Fijera Toastmasters Club, and he became the DTM Distinguished Toastmasters Club in our Fijera Toastmasters Club. When I asked him about the opinion of the theme of the meeting, he said rejoices when he makes a person a better person. Very happy when he makes a Toastmaster a better Toastmaster. Share and grow is important for a good life. Add care to it, and our life will become a best life. By profession, he is a qualified chartered accountant by academic profession. By profession, he is a business consultant and auditor also. He is none other than very known Toastmaster to many clubs. He is our distinguished Toastmaster Suryanarayanan Krishnamurthy. He is the general evaluator of our today's meeting. I request TTM Suryaji take up the stage. Stage is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster of the day, immediate past president, mentor, ... So many things you are doing. And you have elevated me to the highest level where I think I'm above cloud 9. Wonderful. Thank you for that inspiring introduction. I hope I can live up to that expectation today in this evening. My role as general evaluator, I will be evaluating everything that takes place during this club meeting. I've already started taking down notes. I will also conduct this evaluation portion of the meeting, and I'll be responsible for the evaluation team. We have 3 speech evaluators who have been introduced already, but I'll bring them onto the stage in this particular session. I am very ably and very nicely supported by the word master, the grammarian and accounter, and the timer who have already been introduced to all of us. So from the beginning, I'm taking down notes and I'll report on the club proceedings, and I would prefer to evaluate on the timeliness, enthusiasm, preparation, organization, and also the performance of duties of various roles. And just to tell you about the benefits of this role, how does it help the club? This is a question that's going to be asked by many, in fact, the new members. All of the benefits have been explained by the TMOD. So for want of time, I'm not going into the benefits, but I would like to tell you that if you take up the general evaluator role, because that is something which was not covered by our TMOD in all his explanations earlier, is that if you are the general evaluator, you will improve in your critical thinking, organization of ideas, and then structuring them out, and also on the time management, develop your motivational skills and the team building skills. So these are the benefits that you will get if you are doing this role. Let me move on now to the speech evaluations, because our evaluators are also waiting. The first speech was given by our prepared speaker, Toastmaster Reshmi, and this is to be evaluated by Toastmaster Sunir. Please come on stage and start. Welcome, Toastmaster Sunir.
Good evening once again. Thank you, DTM Surya. Excellent speech, Toastmaster Rashmi. Please give her a big round of applause. No doubt about that. The speech title was very appropriate to the speech. The speech was short, clear, and you structured the speech very well. You put the things in chronological order. That was very good. You started your speech by asking the question. That approach was good. You yourself would be comfortable. Later, you go into your experience in the exam you had and your job, and later you have given a good advice. Very good approach. Your confidence level was good, and you try to use some gestures with your hands, and you try to, fix the contact with the camera. That was good. And areas of improvement which I felt I would like to put into two parts: the content and delivery. The content, you could have used some kind of humor in your speech. By doing so, the audience will be more interested. And the delivery part, I felt you were very hurried to finish. You were at very speed pace. You could have used some pauses. This will create an impact, and the audience will absorb fully what you're talking about. And you have used only 5 minutes and 11 seconds. You could have used the full entire 7 minutes because it's an opportunity. Overall, wonderful speech, and looking forward to. Hello.
Yes.
I'm audible?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, overall wonderful speech. Looking forward to hear more exciting speech from you. You will be upcoming star in the Toastmasters. All the best, Toastmaster Rashmi. Over to you, DTM Surya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunir.
Thank you, evaluator Toastmaster Sunir, for giving some wonderful points under the sandwich method that you have used. Let me now invite Toastmaster Kaisin Khan to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Sudhakar. Please, welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Good evening once again, everyone. First of all, please join me in applauding Toastmaster Sudhakar for completing Level 3, Project 3. Toastmaster Sudhakar, you weren't just cognizant of your objectives, you have done a stupendously amazing job. First of all, life is beautiful, and so motivation is external and inspiration is internal, an internal spark, if you will. So you did not use personal anecdotes which were limited to your own experience. You lit a spark from a general human experience. So I think that was very well done. To go into the nitty-gritty, I have divided my evaluation into two parts that were really well done and areas that could use a little bit of improvement. First of all, let's jump into it. Your speech was very interactive and engaging. This is not just a small thing. This is clearly defined by your objectives that it has to be interactive. You cannot just talk at the audience, talk to the audience and see that they're absorbing your message. And the first thing that I would point out in the interactive and engagement session is your usage of an interesting opening. The words "just when." They aren't normally used at the beginning of a speech. So the human attention span is just 8 seconds. You caught ours in less than 2 seconds. Kudos to you. Next up, storytelling. As I said, it is one of those safe ways of hooking anyone's attention and interest. You did that very well, especially because of the way you built up curiosity in the audience and you held back on the crux of the story right till the end. Well done over there. And thirdly, what I loved about your speech was the comfort level that you established for yourself. not just the audience. You did not pace around too much. I was the evaluator last time as well. And one of my recommendations was not to move around more than necessary. I noticed that, and that really brought in and sucked our imagination and attention right in. And one sentence that would be the crux of your speech is, I deleted the word boring from my life. I will take that back with me tonight, and I hope everyone else does too. Moving on to areas of improvement, I will just give you two. First of all, hand gestures. Try maybe a more minimalistic approach, in my opinion, because they were at times distracting. They were apt, but they could be lesser used, right? And secondly, I would also not advise, well, this is my opinion, that you could try using a more expansive vocabulary, such as for the word increase. You were talking about the increase in annoyance of the audience. We could replace that with more colorful vocabulary to catch the attention here. And those were just the two things that I noticed. Overall, I would like to summarize, you connected extremely well with the audience, and your engagement and interaction level were amazing. And your comfort level was out of the ones I have witnessed till now from you. Kudos to you. You have done really well. You have both established interest in us for being inspired, as well as you showed your interest in the topic. Good, well done. Over to you, DTM Surya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karsin Khan. Let us go on to the next evaluation by our President Toastmaster Mahendran. He will now evaluate Toastmaster Firdaus' speech. Welcome, Toastmaster Mahendran.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and a special good evening to the project speaker, Toastmaster Dr. Firdaus. Congratulations. I really just unmute Toastmasters. Please unmute and give a thundering applause to Toastmaster Dr. Firdaus for completing the speech. A wonderful speech. The first thing I would immediately get attention is that he asked a question, she asked a question, Michael Angelo. And he asked, who is he? And there is no any response. Immediately, she just confirmed by herself, am I audible? So she tried to interact with audience. And then she explained who is Michelangelo. He quoted, his job is to indulge what is within or existing. And she compared with the mentor. That's what a mentor all about. Is exactly said, precisely said what is mentor in one word. It's absolute truth. I really appreciate Toastmaster Firdaus to take a note on that. You started with the parents and ended with the present state in Toastmasters. Cover your entire life journey. Appreciate your constructive speech, Toastmaster Firdaus. You are so eloquent using vocabulary, there's no doubt on it. Though it's a virtual platform, you just stand in front of the camera and deliver a speech. I really appreciate your dedication towards your personal growth. Your objective is very simple, is define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. You meet the goal, and the second one is you could have to extend some aspect of previous experience as a protege. Here, I feel that you could have extend how and what support or advice you get from your mentor in detail, like a personal story with elaborative, so that the personal or the audience will get more interact with you. Apart from that, your speech was so absolute brilliant. Overall, it's a cognitive speech. I wish to see more speech. All the best, Toastmaster Firdaus. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahendran, again for a very nice evaluation. I'm sure the speaker will benefit from that evaluation. I'm just going to jump this agenda a little bit because the timer has a report to give a little later on. You can include this one also. I will invite our word master to please give his report.
Good evening again. Today I'm very happy because most of the project speaker, cognizant speakers, they use this word very well. So I'm happy to announce the number of times is used by individuals. Mr. Pradeep, DTM Pradeep, he has used 3 times, and Reshmi, Toastmaster Reshmi used 2 times in her speech. DTM Suryaji, he has used 3 times so far, and we are yet to count in the remaining session. And Dr. Firdaus, she has used 2 times in her speech. And chat box, I have seen, almost 3-4 times there was some popping up message. And TM Kosenkan, she used 2 times in her evaluation. And our President Mahendran, he has used 1 time so far. So these are the summary of how many times they have been used so far. I hope you all enjoyed this word, and I am very keen you will be using it on your regular day-to-day life. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Over to you, General Level.
Thank you, Toastmaster Patabi, Wordmaster, for that report. They say that great minds think alike. So that is what happened just now. You said that the report is not over. There is a gentleman who is going to use this many more times. So we will give him an opportunity, and that is exactly what I was also thinking. So great minds, we are great minds. Please may I welcome grammarian, our 2 feathers on his cap, or many more, I suppose so today. Grammarian, our counter, Toastmaster Harivaragan, for his report. Please, over to you.
Good evening, General Evaluator DTM Surinarana Krishnamurthy. Thanks for this opportunity. And really an cognizant team today. I was improving my listening skill, and I am listening very carefully to each and every speaker's speech. Not only the speakers, even guest speech also in the table topics, and other table topic speakers also. And I was also observing, listening to the words used by the evaluators also. Maybe at least some kind of filler words will come, or there is some grammar mistake may come, like that. I was very much keenly observing, but I could not find anything substantiating. But there are some counts, like was used by 6 times and was used 3 or 4 times. Very less when we see the number of speeches and the number of table topics are done. And there are some incorrect usage of nouns were observed in between when there is a speech was given by the member speaker. And we recommend, like I recommend, to use adverbs and nouns more when they speak. Like the adverbs will come to describe the noun, the verb, so that it helps to improve the verb what we are speaking out. And also the adjectives what we are using normally, it used to describe the nouns, which is like it's a cute puppy. So those kind of things, it gives some value to those kind of words. So better to try to use more adjectives and adverbs and nouns when they speak. So that is a small observation from my side. Otherwise, it's an excellent work by the entire cognizant team. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and over to you, General.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Harivaragan. And now I'll move on to my general evaluation, which I assured you will be on this proceedings of this meeting. So let me get into that. I have got all of this stuff here, and I don't know how much time I'm going to take. We are behind by the same 8 to 9 minutes when we started late. But I'm sure that when I complete it, it's going to be at least another 30 minutes late. So let me quickly start.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Please ask to vote for best evaluator.
Yeah,
and best,
let that go on in the background so that we will save some few minutes on that. Can I continue, please, President?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Sergeant at Arms, you covered everything. Very nice. You even mentioned the club thing, mission, and also the. Let me do my voting before I continue with this one, please. Yeah. So that's an appreciation for the Sergeant at Arms. President, level 1 completed by Toastmaster Koisin. I had made a request earlier. I will again say, as a general evaluator this time, whenever a person completes a level, let us please give a standing ovation. And this is also applicable to icebreaker completion, please, because this is being followed in many clubs. We had it in our club, but we missed out. So let us give a Standing ovation to Toastmaster Kaisin Khan, please. This is the type of recognition we can do in a regular meeting for those who complete icebreaker and those who complete levels. So please keep it going from here. Also, for recognizing other members, I would request again, President, please watch who is doing what where and please give them recognition. Toastmaster Kaisin, and also please members, please inform President what you are doing in other clubs, because if that is missing, then he cannot recognize us. So Toastmaster Kaisin, please inform that you are going to do some event in other clubs and we will recognize that. I am the ICDC chair for debates, Division K debates. Please note that. This is not that I am wearing all 100 pins and trying to say I am the best and doing many things here. It is simply for members to come up and please do roles in other clubs and events. They are searching for judges, they are searching for tally counters, they are even searching for debate moderators. If our club is not represented in these areas, then I think we will have to motivate ourselves and do it. Our Toastmaster Kantimati Nathan is doing many things that is being recognized. I like that. Let me quickly do this voting. Yeah, thank you. And so please recognize these things. Members, please inform. Toastmaster Mahar, if she is here, it's all right. If she's not here also, it's all right. But she did a wonderful Toastmaster of the Day role in another club. So these are things please recognize. I would like you to do that for the sake of all members to become active. Let us not just stay with speeches. This is something I keep putting in WhatsApp. We have to get our awards from speeches, no doubt. We as a club, wonderful club, after 400 meetings gone, we will have to get into so many other things. Please take note of this, all members, and then take motivation from immediate past president and our president. So that's a request to all the members. TMOD, guest introduction done. Yes, some things were missed out by president, immediate past president took it over. That's wonderful, thoughtful. Agenda check was certainly done in between somewhere, but we were waiting for somebody and we lost 9 minutes. It's okay. Now I'm going to exceed time. That is also okay. So the interaction also was shared very nicely, appreciated by what our TMOD has done. And participants with 2 guests is not very appreciable. See, we are now 19 with 2 or 3 guests here. So which means I think half the club members are here. Please let me know as a member of this club what I can do to help you to see that those who are not attending can be brought in here. We have done wonderful things with charter members. Wonderful. But with the existing members, why are they not attending is a question we have to. It's a wonderful meeting we had today. No doubt about it. Are they not missing it? Those who are not attended. So we should bring them in place. VP membership and XCOM, please note this one. Timer, wonderful. Toastmaster Arivarahan, okay, that was missed out by President, then you brought it back, that the word master was missing. It's okay. So many things to appreciate. Grammarian role, just I would like to say some things like you have to be a little more focused. Please don't take me on the offensive side. There are words like you can, able. So this is something we have to look into. I never seen, I can say I have never seen. Can, able, you cannot combine that. You say either you can or you cannot, or you are able to do, or you are not able to do, or you are unable to do that. So there are some things grammarian have to look into it. Okay, plural of child is children. There is no plural for children as children's, because there was a usage like that. There was a word like unexperienced which was used. So if I am able to note, you should also be able to note as a grammarian. Okay, please don't take it in any other way. I will just keep moving. There was a lovely word used, uncomfortness. I was always thinking there was a word called uncomfortableness, but when uncomfortness is used, we have to note it down. It's a good word, it's a correct word. TMOD said that uniqueness, is being brought out from each member. He did all that very nicely. Introduction to everybody he has done superb. That's an appreciation. Toastmaster Sudhakar's speech, life is beautiful. Again, I will appreciate. As a cognizant speaker, I think you were wonderful today. I have one suggestion for you, that is, please do the screen adjustment. We could see you, but we could see you a little far away. Your voice was clear, but if you can come a little more forward, adjust your screen, then we'll not see the wall clock in the corner of that room. If you're doing a plain background, it will be wonderful, super. Okay, I know you don't want to use the virtual background because when you do your gestures, it's all getting distorted. And the gestures were already pointed out. There were so many places like legs, hands, and all that you could have done a little more better gestures. Doesn't matter. You're doing very well. I think you are already on that levels, passing the levels. Superb. Toastmaster Firdaus, you had a nice background. Started with a question. Beautiful. Your evaluator has given you all the good points. Okay, so just take it from there. Your body language was in fact apt. And you ended with saying greatest mentors are inspiring. The evaluator, if you had noted this and mentioned it, I would have been very happy. It's good anyways. And timer, you're always giving a focused report. So request to members I have, please do not type anything in the chat box when prepared speakers are speaking. Otherwise, it is okay. Prepared speakers are performing, it could be a distraction. And what happens, we get used to it. And when we are in other clubs, meetings, we do the same thing. You say, ah, wonderful speech, a beautiful word. Prepared speeches like the contest speeches. When we cannot trouble them in the contest, we cannot trouble our prepared speeches when they have prepared and they have come, they have put in a lot of efforts. We should give them the space to go ahead with their speeches with nothing in the chat box. If the host can even disable the chat box, it will be very nice. I have much more, so you will have to excuse me today. But it's for the benefit of all of us. Okay. So, table topic master, yes. Toastmaster Kanti, where is all that energy coming from? I really don't know. You are very cognizant, exuberant. You took it through with so much of vibrance, I will have to say it. And you were smiling all the time. And these are things which I liked in you. All of them got some wonderful pictures. I thought I would also join in for a picture, but then I told myself, already have so many things to do. I'm not going to do that. Otherwise, I put up my hand. I would have definitely got the Titanic picture. Then the romance was there, you know, wonderful. Toastmaster Mahar, thank you. That was a good message. Find good and remember good. Toastmaster Ismail Sultan, unsinkable ship. He wanted to actually say, even Almighty cannot do anything to this ship. That was what they thought, the makers of that ship, if I'm not wrong. But you know what happened in the first trip. Guest Anil, thank you. If guest Anil is here, we have to give him again a round of applause because he has actually given us an icebreaker. Whoever has brought him here, our member, I think immediate past president, please do appreciate him when you meet him again in your office. Please say that he is completely his icebreaker, okay? And then if you just touch it up as a mentor, I think his icebreaker is going to be something superb. That was very nice. And Toastmaster Firdaus, Tom and Jerry, good. I like that message which you are telling us about so much of joy and happiness on watching the mischief and the relationship that those two cartoons have, yes. And another thing to appreciate immediately was our TMOD, when it came back to him from Toastmaster Firdaus, he had that presence of mind to say, Table Topic Master, thank you very much. Even in this COVID period, you are able to take us to movies. So that is what is required as a presence of mind. So you were a table topic speaker there. We could see your presence of mind. Thank you, TMOD. Toastmaster Sunil, as evaluating Toastmaster Reshmi, started with applause. Good. You mentioned pauses could be used. Good. I think that's a good suggestion to the speaker. And throughout you are saying, I felt, I have, this is my opinion. That is the way an evaluation has to be given. So that, and you also mentioned, could have used more time. Yes. So these are very good points coming from the evaluator. I appreciate you. Toastmaster Kaisin Khan, when you were evaluating Toastmaster Sudhagar, you are using words like stupendously, wonderful, good. You have that fluency and the vocabulary. That's a combination. And that is why you've been recognized and being taken over by some events in other clubs. So this is what I would suggest to all members. Okay. Then you are also giving an example or just telling us about the difference between motivation and inspiration. Thank you for that. And you said you will do it in 2 parts. It was nice. And the takeaway was about that hand gestures also, because that were a little bit of distracting. I'm sure the speaker will take it in the right spirit. And you are also saying my opinion, which is again good for an evaluator. And since the contests are coming up, we learn from Toastmaster Kaisin Khan. If you want to be the best evaluator in a contest, you have to summarize. She did that very nicely. Please give her a round of applause. There's a learning from her today. And when we move into contest, if you are a contestant for evaluation, please summarize, because there are separate points for that. You get scored there. Toastmaster Mahendran, thank you for evaluating Toastmaster Firdaus. Started with the applause. You mentioned the eloquence in using the vocabulary, and then you appreciated her dedication. A lot of things she is having as a takeaway today. So that was wonderful. And Wordmaster, good counting. I think you are a cognizant Toastmaster and a cognizant Wordmaster. So you can add another 4 or 5 to my counting. Toastmaster Arivarahan, thank you. Thank you very much for your report. It was wonderful. And with that, if I have missed anybody, table topic master, I think I said energetic, everything. Anybody else I have missed out, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm sorry. I apologize for the extra time taken. It doesn't matter if we start 9 minutes late. I can also take another 9 minutes for the benefit of the club. But I really don't know how much time I've taken. Timer, please excuse me. President, please excuse me. Back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, DTM Suryaji. Wonderfully summarized covered each and every point of the meeting today. If anybody hears only this recording of this part, he can get the whole knowledge of the whole meeting. And coming to the timers report, I request Toastmaster Swaminathan, please give the timers report. I think we missed out the table topic timers also. Once the timers report is over, we will go for the table topic voting session. Your audio is not coming out. Remove that headphone jack and speak.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Right. Let me start off with the timer report for the table topic. The introduction session of Kanti took 45 seconds, and Kanti took overall 14 minutes and 45 seconds to complete the table topic session. In that, the contestants, Mahar took 1 minute 48 seconds, Ismail took 2 minutes 24 seconds, Anil took 1 minute 15 seconds, and Firdaus took 2 minutes and 22 seconds. That's the timing about the table topic sessions. And then moving on to the general evaluator, DTM Suryaji took 2 minutes and 35 seconds to introduce. And then TM Sunir took 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And Hussain Khan took 3 minutes and 30 seconds, precisely on dot. And DTM Mahendran took 2 minutes and 36 seconds. And moving on to the Wordmaster report, Patabi took 1 minute and 20 seconds. And then Arivaradan took 1 minute 35 seconds. And the overall summary of the entire session, DTM Suryaji took 11 minutes and 50 seconds to complete the entire session. Back to you, TM Modi.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Swaminathan, for giving the timers report. Now I request the table topic speech voting. Yes. If it is done, then I request for the best role player. Voting for the best role player. Okay. Now we will go back to the conclusion of our theme of the meeting, share and grow. I feel I only tell the last but not least word again and again, the same thing. Make a habit of sharing. Make a habit of sharing. Next time when somebody asks you, you proudly say that sharing is one of my habits. Helping is one of my habits. Make a habit of it, and don't deny when somebody reach you for any kind of help or anything. If you are able to do it, just proceed with that. Don't think about pros and cons of it. If it is a good thing, automatically God will help us. That's I am damn sure. Even when we don't know, God will help us to do that activity. So that's why make a habit of sharing and helping the people. That's only I can tell in my conclusion. Share and grow. That's it. Over to our President, Toastmaster Mahendran.
Thank you. Toastmaster of the day, DTM Pradeep Kumar, to take us in a different world. Sharing and caring. Sharing is knowledge, is a vice, but sharing money is difficult, I believe. So we always go for share our knowledge. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And I really thank our general evaluator, DTM Surya Narayan Krishnamurthy, to give a contemporary, like a full-scale advice. A mentoring, that's called a mentoring, a senior Toastmaster, that's what he did today. Thank you, DTM Surya. And I really thank all the Toastmasters who is being presented here. And special thanks to Toastmaster Pattabhiraman, who took an immediate role as a word master of the day. Thank you. Thank you once again. I would like to call a guest feedback before I conclude our meeting. Mr. Anil? Yes, sir. Few words about your experience on today's meeting.
Thanks, session. It was a good experience for me. For the first time, I'm attending such a session. Nice to meet you, all of you. Very nice session. Okay. That's all from my side for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Be present with us on next meeting also.
Yeah,
So you'll be able to know more about Toastmaster. What is Toastmaster?
Okay.
I will keep in touch with you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Anil. Madam Linda. Yes, ma'am, please.
Good evening, Toastmaster. It was wonderful to hear all the speakers and some experience that each one have shared, and I can find a group of cognizant participants here. So that was one new word. I do update myself with the word vocabs that is sent every morning. It's wonderful to catch up with new words every morning. I look forward to it. And it is also nice to hear some life experiences. Sharing is caring. Yes, as a teacher, I know that more because we keep advocating to the students that you need to become a teacher or teach a friend to learn better. So that is one experience I would like to share also. Sharing is the way we can learn. You share and you learn more. So that is it. Wish you all a great evening. It was wonderful to see you all and hear you all and hear your experiences and talks. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, Madam Linda Joseph, for your kind words and gestures and being with us. I am seeing last almost 3 continuous week that you are with us. So
yes.
please be with us.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
As a president, again a small request. Please give your name for the international speech contest to our VP Education. Our speech will be club level speech will be in end of December. I would say the 4th week, last week. We'll get exact date when it will be. Yeah, please come forward and give a speech for international speeches, evaluation speech, as well as table topics. Yeah, with that, the most awaited session, appreciation.
There is no humorous speech contest?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, IPP. Yes, we have humorous speeches also. Yeah, please come forward and give your name to our EP Education Toastmaster Haripula. The most awaiting time, appreciation. Appreciation is the most memorable thing that every time we get appreciation from all the people, that keeps our energy up. So today, as a best speaker, just going to share just a minute.
You can announce the winners. The certificates you can share in the group, Toastmaster Mahendra.
The best project speaker is Toastmaster Firdaus. Please give a thundering applause to Dr. Firdaus. And best evaluator is none other than Toastmaster Hussain Khan. Please give a thundering applause to Toastmaster Hussain. The best table topic speaker, again, Toastmaster Dr. Firdaus. Please give him a thundering applause. The best role player is Toastmaster, it is a big tie actually, is DTM Surya as well as Toastmaster Kanti Madinathan for the best role player. Thank you all. As a president, I declare the meeting is closed.
Group photo?
Please come forward, open your video, we will take a good photo. Our VPPR is here. With thumbs up. Done?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I would like to thank DTM Surya ji because he mentored me how to conduct the table topic session, and he gave the wonderful idea about the movies. And he has many movies. We will ask them in our next meeting also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.